All right, we in the book of Genesis 4, chapter 4. We're going to start right here at the top, 4 on 5. And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell. And the Lord said unto Cain, Why art thou wroth? Wroth just means you mad. And why is thy countenance fallen? So pretty much it comes to my talking points of anger, which is a breeding ground for more sins, right? When you get angry, you start pushing God away from you, and you don't get to seeing clear, because without God, you're going to get delusional, right? That's all it is, because your reality is going to be altered in your anger. Now you're going to start going against God, like lying. He going to lie to God. You feel me? Why would you lie to God? Because you're now in the atmosphere of being self-righteous. And a lot of the times people don't have no remorse for the things they do, because these sins and iniquities stack up upon each other. So you're pretty much building your temple with every action that you make, right? So you need to be careful of what stones you lay down and what reality you form for the actual afterlife, you know? So we're going to go back here. If thou doest well, shalt thou not be accepted. And if thou doest well, sin lieth at the door. And if thou unto and unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him. So he got mad because he didn't get accepted from God from what he did, right? So instead of trying to have understanding, that anger engulfed him. So that's why you got to pay attention to everything that's coming into your head. You're not really what you're thinking. You're reacting to what you're thinking. That's the key part. We go down a little more, and here we have, and Cain talked to Abel, his brother. And it came to pass that when they were in the field, that Cain rose up against Abel, his brother, and slew him. And the Lord said unto Cain, Where is thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? Now he's so mad. He let it engulf him. You know, he's so mad that he's going to lie to God. That's another sin. You see how anger leads up to more sin? Because if you don't forgive yourself for the wrong that you did, instead of trying to blame God, you know, you got to take accountability instead of, you know what I'm saying, holding it against God. That's what a lot of people do. A lot of people don't believe in God because they'll blame God for their problem, when really you was born in the spirit before you even came into this physical realm. It is crazy, man. So he lied to God, which is another sin. Like, come on now. Like, that's why y'all gotta learn how to, respond slowly, think about things, forgive yourself. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't even forgive himself. So he let the anger build up more and more and more and more. The anger got powered up, and he killed his brother. That's why it's so important to control yourself. So here we're going to keep on reading. Where is thy Abel, thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? And he said, And what hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground. And now thou art cursed from the earth. You see what happens? All right, we're going to continue. And Cain said unto the Lord, My punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth. And it shall come to pass that everyone that findeth me shall slay me. Conscious effect. So a lot of the times nowadays, people just let that anger get a hold of them. You feel me? It breeds blindness, and you start getting self-righteous. And a lot of people nowadays don't have remorse because they just let the sin engulf them and embodies them. Now, right here, Cain actually felt bad for what he did. That's a major difference with a lot of people, because if you're angry, you get blinded and you start, not feeling bad about what you're doing. Why? Because you're self-righteous. You think that what you're doing is good because that sin is blinding you. It got a hold on your spirit, that sin, that anger. That's why you need to get in the word. Hallelujah. Glory to the Father.